Well, we have Mr. Ward. Very good to see you. Thank you for coming this evening. Is it fair to call you Captain Canada? Is it?
Please don't.
Thank you for coming this evening, and please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Committee members, just looking to see who's here. Thank you very much for the opportunity to appear before you. I'm joined here by fellow volunteer directors, Dufair Belleau and Tamara Chapman. Just stand for a second. Just to give you a little bit of background with respect to Can Day, in 2009, our municipal Can Day event at Harris Park ran a budget of about $14,000 and had a relatively decent fireworks exhibit that evening, and a number of citizens got together following that event and thought with the sesquicentennial coming upon us, Canada will be 150 years old in 2017, that there were opportunities to build some momentum with respect to the sesquicentennial, given the pride that is here in the City of London. To build some momentum towards the sesquicentennial, we've tackled a number of projects, and the first one was to execute the Canada Day festivities down at Harris Park. Our first event was last year. We increased the $14,000 budget sevenfold, and through some funding, through sponsorship, through in-kind sponsorship, I'm pleased to say that event went extremely well. The conservative numbers that we received back from the various people who were there, if you were at the forks, you know you couldn't move from point A to point B. It was shoulder to shoulder, and the conservative number was we had 30,000 people last year. I'm pleased to say that we got together after that. We thought, well, that was pretty decent. How can we make this bigger and better again? We started the day after Can Day with plans for this year's Can Day event, and when I talked to Mayor Joe Fontana, he said, come and talk to us and tell us what's happening with Can Day. We are here today to tell you just that. First of all, the budget for this year's Can Day event is $155,000. I'm very pleased to tell the City of London it is paid for.
Wow. That's fantastic. I was starting to cringe. I thought you wanted us to pay for it.
That's next year. No,
I was just trying to...
I am kidding. What is involved with this year's event? It is going to be a dynamic day. I can't remember which councillor was in charge of the weather permitting, but it's going to be a dynamic day. What I would like to do is just give you an overview of what is happening that day. To begin with, we are having a First Nations gathering at 12 o'clock noon. Our First Nations were here far before the majority of us, and it is only appropriate that we allow them to launch all the festivities in respect of Canada Day. Last year's First Nations gathering was a huge success, and I'm delighted to tell you that all of our local nations are keen to participate once again this year. At 1 o'clock, we will be having our official Canada Day ceremony. The ceremony will include presentations from our First Nations, from our federal members, from our provincial members. Mayor Joe Fontana is invited to speak on behalf of the city, and we will also have a presentation in recognition of our Canadian heroes, and we will have Silver Cross family, Carl and Carolyn Wilson, with us that day, and we will also have with us that day Mr. Dave Sofa of the Portraits of Honor. So it's going to be a fairly significant ceremony, and of course, being Canada's birthday, we will have an 8-foot Canada flag cake so that everybody can have birthday cake on Canada's birthday. I mentioned that Portraits of Honor will be at Harris Park for this event. If you've not seen it in the news, the Portraits of Honor is a national initiative. It is sponsored in part by Kim Canada, and this is a 53-foot mural that pays respect to those soldiers that have died in Afghanistan, and this is an exhibit that is making its way across the country. It will be here in London. It will be here in London on Canada Day, and it will be part of our Heroes exhibit. I'm very delighted to share that with you. The artist, Dave Sofa, will be there to answer questions about his portraits, and we will have the military there in support if there are any questions. The balance of the day, at 2 o'clock, we start our stage performances. We have performing arts, we have song, we have dance, we've got exhibits that are going on throughout the park, we have vendors, we have artisans. It will be a truly community festival and celebration. This is the City of London's event, and the City of London has been behind us, and I'm here to say thank you and to extend a formal invitation to everybody that's here and to everyone that's watching well, we lost TV, but everyone that hears word of this. Through media, we'll get the word out, and we're here to make sure that everybody is invited. This is your event, and we're hoping to see you there. Merci.
That was fantastic, excellent. We're all very excited, I'm sure, to see this on Canada Day. So, thank you. It's clearly to go from a budget of what?
14,000 2 years ago. 255,000 this year.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well done. Questions, comments? Councilor Brown?
Just wanted to communicate my excitement about the upcoming celebration. My congratulations on the terrific work that's occurred to this point. I want to remind you, you asked which councillor is in charge of weather. Weather's actually a federal issue, and so if you could take any weather concerns up with them, we'd appreciate it.
Anyone else? Councilor Orchard?
Yeah, through the chair, I'd just like to say thank you for all your efforts, and I will certainly be there with some family members. Just out of curiosity, you know, your numbers as you presented for your budget are just, and fundraising are just incredible. And I wondered, would you ever consider taking a look at a golf course or anything like that? Thank you.
We are happy to work with the golf course. I've heard that they're doing something on Canada Day. I see some connect here, but other than that, thank you. No.
All right, once again, thank you very much for joining us this evening. We wish you all the best. We wish all of us a happy Canada Day, and we'll see you down there.
Canada Day is only one of the events we're doing. The best is yet to come. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks. Motion to receive presentation.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? It's carried.